Hey guys, this is just a quick video showing how to determine if a Webley revolver has had its cylinder modified to accept 45 ACP rounds using moon clips, which was a pretty common modification back in the day, just because the 455 Webley cartridge is pretty hard to find, and it still is. But so what a lot of people would do is they would shave the cylinder down a few millimeters to allow them to use the more commonly available 45 ACP rounds using moon clips. Unfortunately, it really decreases the collector value of the guns, and also it can be a little bit dangerous to shoot. This one, for example, is an original Mark I from the late 1880s, which was the black powder era. And the gun was just really not designed for the types of pressure that modern factory 230 grain 45 ACP loads can produce. So it's not really safe to shoot these older Webleys, or even the newer ones, the Mark IV, 5, and 6s, which are more common. They just weren't designed for those sorts of pressures, and it's recommended that if you have a modified gun, that you shoot lighter non-factory loads, or that you try to minimize how many rounds you're putting through it of the high power factory stuff. So it's pretty important, I think, to know if your gun's been modified or not if you're looking at these at a gun store or whatever. I got this one a while back, and unfortunately the guy led me to believe, I bought it online, he led me to believe that it was unaltered. Turns out that it was, and then he disappeared. So I just now sold the gun though, and I thought I'd make this video before I let it go, just to try to educate people out there if you're not aware of how to tell if the gun has been modified. Fortunately, I don't have another one to compare with, but this will just have to do for now. So anyway, enough blabbering. I'll show you what to look for. Now keep in mind that I would say most Webleys have been modified, so pretty much if in doubt, your gun, the Webley you're looking at probably has been shaved. One thing you can look for, one clue, is this gap here. It's pretty big, and that's done to so that you can fit the moon clips in there. But really, the real indicator, the one that gives it away, is when you look at the cylinder or the serial number. Webleys have their serial number stamped towards the rear of the cylinder, and as you can see there, half of the numbers have been cut off. And if this gun was original and unaltered, you'd see the entire numbers there. And some people say that their entire serial number is not even there. So I think a lot of it comes down to the quality of the skill of the guy removing material, just how much he took off. But this one, not a whole lot, but you can still tell that the numbers are not entirely there, and that means the gun has been modified. Another way to tell, if you pop it open, looking at the ratchet there in the center of the cylinder, you can sort of see some banding where there used to be material, used to be metal, and now there isn't. So that's another easy way to tell. So like I said, they're really tough to find in their original condition, and I tend to be more of a collector, so I was looking for an original unaltered gun, and I was pretty disappointed when I got this one to find out that it had been messed with. I was looking for one that would still shoot and chamber the 455 cartridge. So you know, it's just something to keep an eye out for, and if you do find one that's chambered, that's been altered, just keep in mind that it's you don't want to put a whole lot of 45 ACP rounds to these things. They just weren't made for it. So that's how you can tell if your Webley has been altered. Thanks for watching.